Hey guys, it's Duke, and today we'll be looking at the Bourrasque. Now, the Bourrasque is a tier 8 French medium tank which has its own special feature basically. It's the first of its tier to have two shells in their magazine, each doing 360, which gives it a potential clip of 720. Now, its reload time is 20 seconds, so it's kind of like a mini bat shot, but you know what's good about it? It's that you don't expose yourself for long. Whereas in the bat shot, you really have to restrain yourself from like giving all five clips uh, and taking unnecessary damage, if you know what I mean. So, anyways, on to the battle itself. We're on to Westfield, and we're going on the medium side, of course. The Cromwell kind of sketchy, throwing those trees around, like crushing them. Anyways, we spot a Skoda, we shoot the first one, we auto-aim the second one. One thing you'll see a lot of me doing here with this in this battle is auto-aiming with a Bourrasque. Now, I have to admit that I like auto-aiming with a Bourrasque because it's so unreliable. I just want to hit the main target. And since we're top tier and most of the tanks are really thin, we can penetrate with no problem just by auto-aiming. Now you can see an amazing shot on the move, Bourrasque, as I say that it's not really precise, right? Anyway, so we take him out and we're gonna go into these bushes. Now what we're doing here is spotting out if there are any enemies at K7. And since there are any, we're gonna push in immediately because as we can see on the northern side, our heavies are starting to get flanked. The TVP is getting the city, so that's gonna be a problem. So we have to clear this ASAP. We spot a J Panther, however. We're gonna auto aim. We're gonna take the shot because taking out is really important. Now, why is that? Well, it's because I don't want the tank destroyers like the Emil who are sitting there to have a visual on me too much. So now we're reloading, thinking of advancing, but we spot an SU 130 PM. So now we're gonna try and snipe him out, and now you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Aim, boom, okay. So he goes blind, invisible, and we don't know if we fit him. But spoiler alert, we don't. We'll see that in the post-game stats. Anyways, we're gonna go and try help out our tanks in the north. We're gonna try and take out the tanks in the city specifically. Now, taking consideration that these are tier 6 tanks, so we can basically clip them out, which is really nice. Now it's 4-4, the heavies are destined to fall. They've gotten completely surrounded. I'm trying to like find a shot in between, but of course there's rubble in between. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shoot in the rubble. We get a nice shot on the KV2 and a beautiful shot on the TVP. And immediately on my reload. So you basically expose yourself for 2 seconds, and if everything goes right, you do 720 damage, which is absolutely fantastic. So anyways, it's 5-6, and you gotta understand that we're gonna have to do a massive carry here, in my opinion. So we're going in the city trying to like get as much damage as possible before having to retreat, because there's no way I can go full frontal assault. This has really weak armor. As I said, it's like a bad shot. So we unfortunately missed the first one on turf, but we hit the second one. That should have been a killer shot, but it's okay. It's 5-9, and now you notice that I have to retreat because staying there would be death. So anyways, I'm going on to the lower ground so they can't shoot me. And I'm gonna get right behind, sorry, right beside the bridge. Now why do I have a, well, because I want to spot tanks like the Tiger 2 who are crossing, and as you can notice, you have a tank at D0 who is ready to snipe. So we somehow missed that shot. We hit the second Tiger, and now you see like a downside of the Bourrasque is if you miss one shot, you basically do like 360 damage every 20 seconds. So it's kind of, it's a double-edged knife basically. So anyways, we're spawning by Tiger 2 and our TTs are taking them out, which is really good. So it's 5-10, but odds are not really in our favor. Our TVP, their TVP is YOLOing us, which is actually beneficial for us. One tank less. So I quickly take him out. The Tiger 2 dies. I'm gonna put one shot. I'm gonna take a shot from a Tiger because I want to take him out before he comes too close. So I think the E25 will take him out, but he keeps flunking the shot. So I'm gonna have to retreat. So I'm falling back, and as you can notice, the traverse speed is not optimal. That's another thing with this tank. The traverse speed is absolutely outrageous. So I'm backing up, hoping that the E25 will take him out, but he doesn't, so I will instead. It's 811, we're capping, but obviously the Panther will fall. There's no question about it. So now you may be wondering, why am I not reloading? Well, because I honestly think the KV85 is gonna try and YOLO me again, and if I can spot him, the E25 and the SU can hit him. So it's none of that. There's a Tiger P YOLOing the SU, which like it doesn't seem wise, but it's actually a really important move because he needs to dig our TDs out, and the 25 special has excellent camo. So anyways, we obviously flunked the shot with a Tiger P because the aim is pretty wild. So you notice that I'm falling back. So what I'm gonna do is gonna go up on this mini hill, let's say, and try to snipe the Tiger P out. So I mean 8 to 12, oof, 3 versus 7, it's not gonna be easy stuff. Anyways, we managed to spot the Tiger P. We're gonna put one shot into him, we're gonna put two shots into him, and we're gonna fall back. That's really nice. That is great. So as you can see, you're gonna notice what I do right now. I decide to fall back and not go up. Now you might argue, why didn't you go up so you could spot all the tanks that are crossing? The thing is, if the SU-130 PM comes down from below, it's over GG. There's no way I can escape. I'll be completely surrounded. So instead, I'm gonna take the notorious TD position as soon as I kill that Tiger P in 3, 2, 1. Nailed it. Anyways, so I'm gonna take these bushes up here so I can have a support for my E25. So that is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna try and spot it out, and E25 is gonna snipe as much as possible before they come down rushing at me. So we spot two tanks rushing at me. I'm gonna quickly take out the 40 TP out, and then there's the SU. Now I'm scared of the SU because he's gonna do a lot of damage, but thankfully the E25, shout out to him, he's gonna take him out no problem. So that puts us in a 2v4. However, the STRV manages to outspot the E25, and yeah, it's a 1v4. So I was thinking about shooting the STRV, but I was worried that the KV85 and the KV2 would still be rushing me, and I wouldn't have time to reload before they crush me. So what I do, I go back into a bush, I outspot them. KV2 is in the open, he is aiming somewhere, not exactly sure where, but we take him out and we don't even get spotted, which is amazing. So we're going to continue using these bushes to see if we can outspot the KV85 and turn the table on our side. So we spot the KV85, we decide not to shoot immediately, we want to be sure. So what do? We wait for the perfect shot. It's a risky shot, but we managed to hit it somehow. Thank God it works when we need to. So what am I thinking now? Well, the T25AT has been spotted in the base. So I honestly thought that he was AFK. So I was like, okay, let's farm up the T25AT and then enter cap. So I'm going slowly towards the cap. Well, not slowly. Another good feature about this tank is that it's pretty fast. So someone has entered the cap, so I presume that it's the STRV, which is a big misplay if it was him, because I would one-shot him and that would have been the end, GG. So I'm going there thinking, oh, this is great, it's amazing. And honestly, I was like, wait, what? How am I not spotting them? I'm like, this thing has exceptional range. But it turns out it's a 225 AT instead, which is unexpected. So I auto-aim the first one and I hit the second one. I manually aim. The STRV shoots once, twice, 3 times, I think. I'm not even sure. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this mini hill, whatever it is, like ridge, you know what I mean? To avoid the shots from the STRV and the T25AT. So I'm just wiggling just in case they have any potential shots on me. And wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Sorry. Anyways, so we spot a T25AT, he shoots, and then we take him out. So it's from a 1v4, it's now a 1v1. So anyways, you might be thinking, why am I not reloading? Well, honestly, I think that's actually a misplay from my part. Like, I think you could argue I've made a couple of mistakes, but I wouldn't say, we could argue, but I wouldn't say that. Anyways, I think this is the first real mistake, because if I missed the first one, that would have been the end. But thankfully, the STRV was really close, so we don't miss the shot. And that is pretty much the game. So an amazing game, 5.4k damage, 1600 spotting, and it's an all-rounder great match. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. It's been a while since I've done one